Question: would you consider the following person to be a sociopath or a psychopath?
Hey everybody, Beetle Fox here. You're probably wondering what I'm doing. Well, I'm cutting off my daughter's legs. I'm sorry. It has to be done. He respected and revered and worshipped the wolves and all the others of God's blessed creatures.
Now, some of you may have said sociopath or psychopath, or it didn't really matter to you because you think you can use the terms interchangeably. While many people do use these terms interchangeably, including forensic scientists, they actually apply to two different things. So, my presentation today is the sociopath versus the psychopath.
I wish I was special.
First, we should acknowledge that there are some similarities between the two terms. Both are listed under the Antisocial Personality Disorder, or ASPD, in the 5th edition of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders by the American Psychiatric Association in 2013. Similar traits between a psychopath and a sociopath include disregard for laws and social mores, disregard for the rights of others.
Sir, are you listening to me, sir? Sir, I'm talking to you!
Failure to feel remorse or guilt, and a tendency to display violent behavior.
Ow! That's a knife! It's in my chest! I can see you doing that!
And I explained to her how I view the world and my ethical principles, and she said very nicely, you might consider the fact that you are a sociopath.
Sociopaths tend to be nervous and get easily agitated. They're also prone to emotional outbursts that include fits of rage.
I'm just trying to help you! Well, you have stupid hair! What are you, like Superman?
While it is difficult, sociopaths can form attachments with others, but is usually towards a particular person or group.
Happy birthday to you! Blow the candles, Kotonoha! I love you!
Sociopaths also have no regard for society or its rules, and tend to be uneducated and live on the fringes of society. They also cannot hold down a steady job or remain in one place for too long. Crimes by sociopaths tend to be unorganized, haphazard, and spontaneous rather than planned, thus leaving behind many clues in their crime scenes. Studies show that sociopathy is actually caused by nurture rather than nature, that is, mental, emotional, or physical abuse or trauma as a child can trigger one to become a sociopath.
You know, as a child, things are not always rosy. I think we can agree on that. Because you might have somebody that's like my father. You went out and you got ice cream! And you didn't get me ice cream! I thought you were away on a business trip. Well, I came back early! You should have known my schedule! You should have checked for rescheduling! Excuse me. When I think about my father, sometimes there is an involuntary release of urine.
The murderer has the case, and we found it in the hands of our favorite psychopath.
Psychopaths, on the other hand, tend to be cool, calm, and meticulous. They cannot form emotional attachments or feel empathy for others.
Empathy, put yourself in the place of me.
With their charming personalities and manipulative nature, they can easily gain people's trust. They can also mimic emotions, though they cannot feel said emotions, and will appear normal to their families and friends. Psychopaths tend to be well-educated and hold down steady jobs. Crimes by psychopaths tend to be very organized, and they will plan every detail, leaving few clues at their crime scenes. Intelligent psychopaths also make the quintessential white-collar criminal with their calm and charismatic nature.
Doesn't matter. The real question is this: was all this legal? Absolutely f***ing not.
Studies also show that psychopathy is caused by nature rather than nurture. It is hereditary and caused by the psychological defect of underdevelopment in part of the brain that's responsible for impulse control and emotions. While the two terms do share similarities, their differences are enough to make them apply to two separate antisocial personality disorders. Sociopaths are nervous, sporadic, and unorganized, and their condition is caused by nurture, not nature.
There are holes in my belts! Who put these holes in my belts? I wet my pants again!
On the other hand, psychopaths are calm, collected, and highly organized, and their condition is caused by nature rather than nurture.
You're a bloody psychopath.
High-functioning sociopath. With your number.
One last interesting thing to note is that many psychologists would consider a psychopath more dangerous than a sociopath, that being because psychopaths, unlike sociopaths, cannot feel any remorse or empathy.
Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.